So since I spoke to you last, you've been consistently still working, consistently keeping your name out there, consistently part of the conversation when it comes to the culture in the city and hip hop within the city. Talk to me about some of the experiences that you've been having since the last time we spoke up till now. You're the second person who I've been able to double back with. I was able to double back with Arson Hendo, and we was able to chop it up about some of the things he was able to accomplish in the space between our first conversation and then our second conversation. And now you, the second artist I'm able to talk with for a second time. So just talk to me about some of the things that you've been able to accomplish and some of the things you've been endeavoring in since the last time we spoke.
I mean, things that I've accomplished. I've since the last time we talked, I think I've done like 8 or 9 shows.
Okay.
In and out of town. So that's definitely an accomplishment for me and something that I'm proud of. Also, I'm today, once I leave here, I'm actually going to the crib to go start printing up my merch and stuff.
Okay.
So that's another something that I'm getting into and stuff like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to that and being able to see people in my clothing and stuff like that. So, and other than that, just dropping this new music. I got a couple features coming. I don't really do features like that, but I got a couple features coming too. So
okay. Yeah, I think one of the things that's really pivotal when you are an artist is finding, especially because music has moved away from physical sales and physical copies of your music being released to digital copies of it being released in streams. And that really has the artist is really the first line of fire in that change happening. And I think it's important for artists to find different ways to put out physical things to be able to monetize on some of the career moves that they've been able to make. I've had some different learning curves myself with trying to put out physical things, whether it was putting out merch that was connected to releases that I've done or merch connected to a brand that I was working with, or if it was, we did last year, we were printing out a bunch of posters and printing out a bunch of covers for some of the projects that I had put out, and we were selling those things. And so I just think it's always important for artists to find multiple streams of revenue to be able to capitalize on some of the things that they're doing musically, since physical sales aren't as prominent anymore. Talk to me about some of the experiences on stage. You said you've done 8 or 9 performances since we spoke last. I've done my best on the 815 Hip Hop Power Rankings page of trying to share amazing performances and, and share different things that's going on. So I've seen you out there performing. Just talk to me about if you feel like do you feel like in these 8 or 9 performances or in the time since we spoke last that you've grown as a performance artist? Is there anything that you do differently with your set? Is there anything that you have adjusted as you've been going through and doing these shows in town and out of town? Just sort of talk to me about what your process is for performing these days.
I pretty much kept it the same, but to be honest, I am about to get into a new rhythm, and so that's why I'm finna take a little hiatus. It ain't really gonna be a hiatus. It's just gonna be me stepping back to really just mentally focus on a couple things to really get myself back in line. Okay. So it's like with my performances, I do them. I'm very good at turning the crowd up and getting into it with the crowd and stuff like that. But I do want to get a lot more intimate and just like really like rapping without the tracks and stuff behind it and stuff like that. It's a little bit harder for me because of the seizures that I dealt with. So I remember my words. It's just sometimes they disappear from out my head for 2 seconds. So it's like it's something that I have to practice and work on. So that's something that I'm learning. So I'm definitely finna start renting out spots and just going to go rehearse and doing stuff like that, because that's something that I've never done. So I definitely want to start adding that into just everything that I'm doing and really just practicing my craft and what I love to do, because keeping it the same, you start to like lose your spark a little bit. So sometimes you need a little bit of change and a little new steps to be able to keep that spark going and just give you some new energy. So that's the stage that I'm in right now.
Feel my rag, still my pad, I heal, I pass, just cover my back. Gang wars, grudge match, last shower.
Hey, look, first thing I do when I wake up, I'm brushing my teeth to go get me some money, so I ain't got time to just lay up. Gotta get me some paper and then I get horny. Late night shit gotta stay up.